Looking back. Luke 9:62 says, "But Jesus told him, anyone who puts a hand to the plow and then looks back is not fit for the kingdom of God." New Living Translation. I enjoy reliving some of life's greatest moments, don't you? Looking at old family photos and movies is a great experience. It has its sadness as well. "Look how thin I used to be," is probably one of the most notable comments. Jesus says, however, if we look back, we're not fit for the kingdom of God. We must be very careful to look at this statement in the context of how it is said. I don't think Jesus meant we're not to look back in review of our lives. I don't think he meant we're not to cherish moments in our lives that are precious to us. First, I believe he simply meant the things of this world need to be minimized to the point where we maximize focusing on God. Priorities. Second, I believe he meant the past is the past. There's nothing we can do to relive it. Too often we get hung up on the past as though it is some sacred icon to be brought with us into the future and relive every moment today like we did in the past. We do this often in the church when we fear trying something new because we have had such great successes in the past. Sometimes I wonder how far back are those successes? Which brings me to the heart of today's devotional. We spend far too much time focusing and longing for the good old days. I, too, have wonderfully rich experience in my past church life, but I hunger for a current wonderfully rich experience in the Lord. It is simply not enough to keep relying on the past to bring life to the present. The past should be used to bring relevance and life to today and tomorrow. Example, the cross happened nearly 2,000 years ago, but the cross and its message is still completely relevant to this word today and for all eternity. If I spend time reliving a past that does not focus on the cross and what Christ has done for me, of what value is that past other than the warm fuzzies I may feel looking at old photos? I must put my hand to the plow in such a way as to experience the relevance of Christ today. I use the past as a reminder of where I was and where I am. I use the past to make sure I do better today than I did yesterday. I use the past as building blocks to build a better, more relevant church for today. I cannot linger in the past, which is nothing more than longing for the past. The children of Israel did that. They looked back and longed for the good old days of captivity in Egypt. Are you kidding? They were in bondage back there, and because of their longing, they ended up 40 years in the wilderness. Remembering and longing for the past are two different things, and to long for the past renders us irrelevant for today and tomorrow. Remember this, the wonderful experience God has for you today will be one of those moments you look back in the future. So let's have a wonderfully rich today.